Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Essence Connection for March the 4th. And not sure where it's necessarily going to go today. I do want to reflect and I hope to continue to bring lightness to these moments of connection. Lightness and hope and strength, fortitude, optimism, at the same time as recognizing that these are challenging days and it's like there's a great polarization which is happening. And I sometimes think about, I don't even know how this is necessarily going to sound, but it's like mental illness happens when our minds cannot even start to fathom what it is that it's being presented with. And so it creates this crack of a continual trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. And it's just a constant anxious, agitated disconnect. And I feel a lot of that in the world. I see a lot of that. I hear a lot of that because we're watching things unfold and it's like, I don't even know where to go with this. I don't even know what to do with this. This just feels wrong on so many levels. And I'm being told on one hand that, well, this is the logic and this is peace and this is, and it's like, that it doesn't make sense. And that is, dangerous. I think for our energy, for our souls, but also for where, because at some point, do we not have to make sense? Okay, well, maybe that is just the way it is. And so moving from the mind and into the soul. This is prompted a little bit from a picture that I saw this morning of hundreds of children wrapped in shrouds with their pictures, and because they were killed in an airstrike. And just recognizing yet again another place where so many parents have that hole in their hearts. So holding that, even more significant, I think, even more important to continue to hold that sense of the vision of the world that you want to see. And if this is not it, then what are the ways in which your energy can contribute to pulling it towards the world that you would like to see? And it can feel on so many levels. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, right? Like, well, what difference does it make for environmentalism or activism or racism? Like, what difference do I make? You are of the earth. You are of the stars. You are the magic that lies between. You matter. And you make a difference. This ripple ripples out. And I believe that there's a strong part of that brings us back to mental health. It's not about what's happening out there. It's about how I'm integrating my truth with what can feel like a disconnect out there. Wow, again, it's the similar messages that come up, because I realized that I actually did use these cards a few weeks ago, but, they needed to come up again. Review your responsibilities. Sorry, I'm like, I just saw a badger outside and it didn't. I have the dogs outside because someone was again a little grousy, and Zephyr walked by. I just saw him in the window. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. So what is our responsibility? I think we are responsible for our truth and our beliefs and what brings meaning to our lives, and continuing to speak up against those things that go against that, that feel wrong. That is our responsibility, and that does make a difference. So breathe into center. Deep inhale. I didn't have any music going. Let's see what we have here. Infinite Beauty by Robert Haig Coxon. Infinite beauty. Expand into your torso. Drop into that place where you know your truth. That place where you know who you are. You know what matters to you. You know what is important to you. You know how you want to be in the world, what feels right in the world, how you want to be with others, what feels respectful towards others. The word responsibility tends to come with a lot of heaviness. And it's interesting that, it's used in this inner child oracle, because we have this feeling, this belief perhaps that, well, the inner child is like, I got no responsibilities, I'm just free, I can do what I want. Responsibility isn't about burden. Responsibility is honoring the relationship that we have with ourselves, and we do have a responsibility. We do have that invitation to integrity, to as within, so without. This is what's happening in here. This is what I'm reflecting out in the world. One of my favorite quotes, and who knows, maybe this is now urban myth, but I read that Joseph Campbell said that the problem with the U.S. is that the Statue of Liberty on the East Coast needs to be balanced with a statue of responsibility on the West. Liberty and responsibility go hand in hand. They are twins who inform each other. So 3 deep centering breaths. And feel that resonance of essence within. Whatever it is that the day brings, know that that is the heart that moves you forward. And I've already said it, so I'm not going to say it again. But may you have a blessed, blessed, blessed day.